Hi, this is Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I am here with your weekly guidance. And as you notice, we took a little break this past week with everything that was going on locally here, weather wise, here for us in Nova Scotia. We are also in the middle of doing a revamp here on Divinely Connected. So, what you will notice over the next coming weeks that we will only be posting the weekly guidance. The weekly guidance will be posted and updated here on Sunday every week as we are doing a little bit of an expansion here on Divinely Connected podcast. There will not be daily messages posted. If you're interested on what we are doing, you can keep an eye on our Facebook page, Psychic Medium Angela McClellan, for the latest updates. And two features that we are adding on to the Divinely Connected podcast is showcasing readings, showcasing personal connections so that everybody can take away from the impact that these healing messages and connections give us. And so there is a application process that is through my website at angelamcclellan.com, and my manager will be vetting it to keep me blind from it. And so that it would be a very organic and authentic connection that we would make. All sessions are through Zoom, and that will be used and posted at a later date here on Divinely Connected. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, make sure that you go over to angelamcclellan.com and sign up. The second feature that we have been adding is we're going to add a story time Sunday. And we're really excited about sharing stories, intuitive stories, synchronicities, wild intuitive experiences. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't believe it type of stories. And there's nothing better than sharing those bump tingling tales, right? And so if you have a story that you would love to share with the world, you can submit your story. Don't worry, you don't need to be on camera. It's nothing that would put you out in that way. You would submit your stories, and we would share them and read them here on Divinely Connected podcast. And so that's going to be something that's going to be coming down the hatch as well. We do have a few more tricks up our sleeves that we're working on. So we do appreciate your patience as our offerings are changing. And I know there will be some people who are missing the daily messages, but I promise you, with what we are working on, you're going to be very happy with what's coming down the pipeline. All right. And as we get into this week's messages, I do want to mention as well for my Alberta folk, I am in Fort McMurray on February 24th to do a Messages from Spirit event. Can't wait to come out to Alberta and see everybody there. I also have dates open for Halifax on April 5th, Moncton on May 24th, and Truro, Nova Scotia on May 25th. Everything is available over my website, angelamcclellan.com, under the event tabs. And the Halifax, Moncton, and Truro dates are all on an early bird special. So we do have some time before we have to start packing our bags and getting going. So if you want to take advantage of this 20% discount, grab your tickets now. All right, angelamcclellan.com under the event tab. All right, so let's get going, see what's happening this week. We do have 7 cards pulled. This does seem to be a lot of cards for what we have been averaging lately. So I'm really intrigued on what is coming in. Pleasantly surprised here with the One of Earth. So there is new beginnings coming in connected to your material world. This is a windfall of abundance. This is good opportunities, good advice, sound steps forward, that type of thing. This can be an exciting career opportunity. This can be a contract. This can be a big purchase. This could be paying off debt. This can be getting rid of that car payment. There is this almost feeling of, oh, I made it. I'm on the other side of it. There was something that I was kind of working on, and now we're over the hump of it. And that is bringing in new energy. What I really love is that there is not a rush in you. There's not rushing to the next thing, taking this opportunity to be present and be happy with where you're at and have reflection of everything that you have come through as you continue to move forward. There's almost this feeling of, I made it. I made it. And with that relief comes in with with reflection. And you may have been really down in the trenches with your internal healing. You may have been really working on or going through major grief. You may have been hitting the books or hitting the debt or hitting the ground running, trying to get ahead and trying to get things to start working out for your highest good. This is all indicating that you did it. That what you have done and what you have already put into motion is coming in those beneficial ways, but that you're able to see it and you're able to see how far you've come, which not only fuels you to continue moving forward, but it will also allow you that peace and contentment with where you're at in the present. And I really love that energy. I think in January, the energy was still very scattered. Like I said, it still had a lot of that 2023 vibes to it. Now we're moving more into what 2024 is going to bring, and it is going to be this sense of harmony. It is going to be the sense of certainty and security within as you are accomplishing or taking off that to-do list, which I'm really happy. We also have the positive after the negative. I love the 10 of cups. This is always indicating, like I said, that you're over the hump of it. It is that card that shows that we're out from under that dark cloud and we made it into the rainbow energy, right? And so the baby after miscarriage, love after loss, healing after hurt, abundance after lack, peace after struggle, getting out from under that dark cloud. This is also a relationship card as well, which is bringing through a lot of love and connection into your personal life. So whether this is romantic love, whether this is expanding your family, whether this is reconciliation, whether this is new love coming in, this is as a result of you being ready for it. You being ready. We went through the trenches. You went and you pulled yourself up and you did and you healed and you acknowledged and you recognized the things that you needed to. And now we're on the other side of it. It is exactly, you know, that definition of divine timing, because if this love would have came last year, would have came 9 months ago, would have came 2 years ago, you wouldn't have been ready to receive it. You wouldn't have been in a place where you can see clearly for what it is. And so now the timing is perfect for this to come in. And I think, like, yeah, I feel like everybody could benefit from that message and from that energy coming in. Do not let that ego, there's that ego card, happy ever after, coming out from a struggle season, all can be very challenging for your ego, especially after going through such an elongated, because some of them it's 2.5 years, some of you it's been 7 years of one thing after another, pretty much challenging everything that you know about yourself or how your life has looked. There's been a lot of tearing down, breaking down those limiting beliefs, breaking down those falsehoods for yourself. And so now that we are moving away from that energy where we are in fight or flight and where we have learned that we do need to have kind of that guard up, it can be very triggering. There could be a mistrust, not even specifically at a person, but just more so at life, right? Because we have just lived one thing. It was one thing after another. Just when I thought, I made it and energy was moving up, another thing came and took me out, right? And so there does seem to be a bit of transition bumps that comes in with it. I also feel like midweek, and I don't know if it's because of Valentine's Day and that can, rub some people the wrong way, but spicy conversations and spicy comments doesn't even feel like conversations. I take that back. Just spicy comments. Unneeded, unnecessary. This can be a cranky person at the grocery store. This can be a troll leaving nasty comments online. That can be, somebody, gossiping and you're walking in on it and hearing them talk about you. It's just immature and unnecessary. And so, although absolutely has the potential to hurt your feelings, I would say very strongly not to engage, right? Because it is clearly a them thing. It is not a you thing. right? And so they can be having a bad day. They can be, feeling lonely or sad for themselves. They can be not, not having the emotional tools to regulate their own emotions. It doesn't mean that they have the right to speak at a context or at a term for you, but also you can love yourself enough to go, I'm not getting involved in this because it's only going to cause more upset there. So you do get to choose to not engage because I mean, it's just it's stupid. That's what it feels like. It just is. Right. And so we're not going to engage in that. There does seem to be the ability to kind of out of nowhere, and I almost feel like, geez, I didn't see that message coming in, but almost all of a sudden feeling completely overwhelmed with like the amount that needs to get done. And because as I'm in the beginning of the week's energy, it doesn't feel like that. I'm like, why all of a sudden we feel bombarded with more, oh my God, I don't have enough hours in the days. There's so much that needs to get done. Or the wanting or willing to take on more than you can actually handle. And so needing to one, if it is you that is doing it to yourself, we do need to say no to some things this week so that we do not overload ourselves. But two, if this is for you who can relate to this kind of coming out of nowheres type of energy, then what I would do is look at your energy. Look at your when was the last time you saged your house? When was the last time you had an Epsom salt bath? When was the last time you did a clearing meditation? Right. And so this some of you it's going to be that there are, an uptick in tasks or an uptick in requests and you're going to have to say no or you are going to have to delegate. For some, it may just be an overload of energy that then needs to be cleared out. Okay. And they're like, oh, third option, someone's getting both. All right. And so we do want to make sure that we check in with ourselves first because human nature, it automatically goes into self criticism, right? What's wrong with me that I'm feeling overwhelmed? What's wrong with me that I have all of this to do? And did I procrastinate or I'm just can't? Other people can handle it. Other people are juggling all the balls. Why am I not juggling the balls? We're not going to do that. We're going to go, okay, hang on. What do I need? What do I need? Do I need help? Do I need to delegate? Do I need to kind of let some of it off my plate? What do I need? How am I feeling? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling kind of triggered more? Am I not sleeping well? What's going on? Right? Because you have to remember, yes, we are amazing beings and we can, do so much and we can handle so much and we can multitask and we can, be doing one activity and preparing mentally for the next activity, which is all wonderful, right? But you have to also understand that we are walking antennas, that there is so much more to us that we cannot see and that we may not even pick up on a daily basis. And so sometimes what we're feeling sometimes is where what is in reflection of what the moon is doing. It's in reflection of what people we have been around lately. It may be in the reflection of, if there's a community shift or change, we can be picking up on mass consciousness, we can be picking up on mass stress, that type of thing, right? And so one go, okay, let me redo a reset. Let me ground my energy. Let me clear my energy. Let me do a quick smudging of my home. Let me do a quick clearing of my energy bodies and then see how I feel. Oftentimes, all of a sudden, all that overwhelm and all that intense emotions, and almost feeling mentally frazzled gets lifted because it's that overload of that energy that you are carrying. Then go in, okay, now let's talk about solutions. What do I need to do? What do I need to take off my plate? What can wait? Right. And I think that's going to be really important. All right. There is definitely matters of the heart coming in, and I'm just kind of giggling at spirit, going, of course, we have Valentine's Day this week, but it's not so much connected to Valentine's. It's almost connected to acts of kindness. And to me, it feels like it's closer to the weekend, right? And all of a sudden, which feels almost like polar opposite of that spicy energy that I've picked up midweek is all of a sudden you're seeing, the blessings, and you're seeing those everyday heroes, and you're seeing those the and feeling the gratitude. And this can be somebody holding the door for you. This could be somebody paying for your coffee in the Tim Hortons line. This can be kind words shared. This can be a lovely thank you. However this is coming in for you, it really is affecting that heart chakra, because even though it's coming in, it absolutely has almost like a deeper meaning. And so you know that it's coming in because the divine is making it happen. It could be your loved ones working, it could be your divine team, your angels, your archangels, the universal energy, making sure that you receive what it is that you need. And so it really hits a chord with you, which I think is absolutely beautiful. The last two cards they wanted me to pull together, and we have the World card coming in and the Answer Prayer card coming in. Both are giving me wild goosebumps right now. So the World card is again talking about success. It's talking about that it's a time of joyful accomplishments. It's kind of getting that green check mark is the feeling that's coming in. And there's a lot of pride that comes with this. And it really does feel like you accomplished something. This could be hitting your financial goal. This can be mucking out your closet that it's been hanging over your head forever. This could be getting the job. This could be getting that 2 pink lines on that pregnancy test. Whatever it is that you're kind of wishing and wanting and hoping for, it is coming in as a success. Not only does that come in and it's exciting and it's successful, it comes in with relief. It's like, yes, okay, that's done. And we have that relief, and it is absolutely an answer prayer that comes in. Okay. And it says, wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time in life, good fortune, and faith in the universe that all is well. And I really love that. And it's such a nice reset, because they just had me cycle back to the beginning message where we were talking about, kind of moving from that expecting the other shoe to drop, because it has been a wild ride for up to 7 years for some of us, and that we are now into this space of goodness and lightness that's coming in, and expecting good things to come in. And so this is very much indicating, because it's almost like it has that intuitive click where you're like, yes, right? We knew it was coming. We felt the good coming. And now here it is. We're in a whole new season of life. We're back to having more faith. We're back to having more trust in our life experience, which is really nice. They also just said as well that it is an extremely active time for your loved ones to be communicating with you. And for some, it may have already started this past week, but really moving into the first week and a half of March is what they're showing, is that there's just a lot of activity. This could be coming in as sensations. This could be coming in as like goosebumps. This could be coming in images. This could be coming in voices, dreams, dimes, feathers, rainbows, however your loved ones like to communicate with you, that you can really see an increase coming in between now and, like I said, around March 10th, around almost that second week of March that's coming in. And so really wanting to validate your own intuition and validate your own ability to connect with your loved ones, that they're really bringing, it's so interesting because they just said, we're really working on bringing us as a whole closer in connection with the earth realm, spirit realm. And so for those who already know how their loved ones communicate with you, or already who are intuitive, you may then recognize that how you communicate or how spirit is communicating with you may be shifting or changing. Now, I will always say, with my gift and the way that I work, it's like every 6 months it changes. I'm constantly trying to go, okay, what are we doing now? How are you communicating with me now? Right. And so it does seem like there is an ascension period where everything is very heightening. Now, this can come in. Some of us are going to be really excited about this. Some of you may be doubting it because it is so different, and maybe because it is so clear. This is why Spirit is saying, no, 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 no. We want to validate this for you so that you know that it's us, and that you know that we're okay, and that you know that we are with you here in this life. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And don't forget, if you want to be part of the Divinely Connected podcast experience, head over to my website at angelamcclellan.com to keep track of the latest updates. Have a great week, everyone.